friends, and welcome to episode 4 of our Football Manager Retro database. Let's play it with Rangers. This is the 2001-2002 season. And since the last episode where we played Honvid, we've had a fairly decent run at it. We've played Hibs, we drew 1-1 unfortunately. Toriandre Flo scoring an equalising penalty after Frank Sosi, a Champions League winner of course, scored for Hibs. It's a bit of a frustrating game where I felt like we're the better team, but hey, these things do happen sometimes. But then things started to come and really click for us. You know, you'd seen before that things were clicking, defensively some question marks, but then we went on a run. We beat Lokomotiva 4-1, Toriandre Flo with a brace, Claudio Caniggia and Arthur Newman all on the score sheet. It was then a sketchy 1-0 win against Johnson. Not a great performance this one, I will be honest. Tommy Lovenkrands got himself sent off, but Taribo West goal giving us the win. We then played Anze, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. We beat them 7-1. This got us into the UEFA Cup proper. And again, I was tempted to record this, but at the same time I was like, we've already recorded one game against great players. Do we need to do two? Claudio Caniggia, Barry Ferguson, a Toriandre Flo hat-trick, Michael Ball on the score sheet, Kenny Miller also scoring off the bench, giving us that 7-1 victory after we went 1-0 down, ironically. And it was against a run of play, you know, as much as it was 10 minutes in, we were by far the better team. It was against a run of play. I kind of felt like things were going to come together. Then things really did come together. We beat Dunfermline 10-0. Dunfermline are not mugs at this stage, by the way. They are a very good side. Toriandre Flo with a brace, Shota Veladze with a goal, Peter Lovenkrands with a brace, Lorenzo Amoruso with a brace, Iron Robin, Taribo West and young Stephen Hughes all on the score sheet. It was then Kilmarnock's turn and a 3-0 victory there. Peter Lovenkrands opening the scoring, Michael Mould scored as well, and at this point Toriandre Flo was injured, which is kind of a bit of a frustrating thing. Scored, Barry Ferguson getting a late 93rd minute goal as well before we played Celta Vigo, our first UEFA Cup game. And again, I considered recording this, but I looked at the fixtures that were around us. We went Celta Vigo, Celtic, Ajax, and I went, I can only really record one of them, and Ajax is the one that we've gone for, so that's today's episode of course. We played Celta Vigo though, and Michael Moles and Lorenzo Amoruso giving us a 2-0 victory at Ibrox. And then we played Celtic. Not a stellar performance. An 0-0 draw would have probably been a fair result in this game. Neither team had an XG of I think we had 0.98 and they had 0.82. But Stefan Klos got into the team of the week. He didn't get man of the match though, but he got into the team of the week. He's the only player from this game that got into the team of the week. Claudio Caniggia came off the bench to score, but I will be honest, this was a bit of a smash and grab. We probably didn't deserve the win, neither did they in fairness, but you know, I'm going to take it. Today we play Ajax. We're going to have a quick review of their squad in a second, but I'm going to show you the league table. Celtic dropped points to Aberdeen. I think that was just before the drubbing of Dunfermline at 10-0. And that allowed us to catch up a bit. The wins then put us top by 5 points. Now they do have a game in hand. Looks like that game in hand is against Motherwell, so should be a routine win for Celtic to bring them back to within 2 points of us. In fact, it'll be within a point, won't it? 3 points, 28. We're 5 points clear, so yeah, 2 points. They'll go to 31. So, you know, it's tight at the top. Toriandre Flo is still leading the goal scorers list. Stefan Klos equal in terms of clean sheets. But Toriandre Flo is still injured, as far as I am aware. He might just be back now. Yeah, hamstring strain 1 to 4 days, so he's probably just about back, but not back yet. We'll have a quick look at Ajax's squad now. Everyone knows in Football Manager, when you want to sign someone and you want to go on a little raiding party, you tend to send a boat to Ajax. We do have some key players already shortlisted. So we're going to focus on the 3 shortlisted players, which is Rafael van der Vaart. Doesn't look half bad at 18 years old now, does he? You know, you spend a fair bit of money on modern day FM. Well, this is modern day FM, but with the retro database, fees are down a bit. You know, £1.3 million is an absolute snip for this type of quality of player. And there's a reason why he's on my shortlist. Cannot be taken lightly. We've got Mido, who for me, when you look at the 2 striker options right now, looks like the better of the 2. Mido, 18 years old, Egyptian striker. I think he played for Middlesbrough in real life, if I'm right in thinking. I'm not 100% sure on that. But he done okay, but maybe never quite reached this potential. But again, just look at those stats. Worth 1.3 million again. You bite your hand off at getting that for 1.3 million in modern day FM. But he's decent, not outstanding. Again, cannot be taken lightly. And then of course we've got the Zlatan. Somebody didn't think he was a finisher, did they? Low composure, low finishing. Not things that you think of when you think of Zlatan. Again, only 11 jumping reach. I don't know. I always think that Zlatan has been fairly decent in the air. But this is of course his first season at Ajax. He's only on £650 a week. Look, absolutely unbelievable. There's a reason why we're scouting this guy, as you all know. But wow. Any other players that would sort of stand out as my sort of brain goes? Got Stecklenburg in the youth team. Any other? Maxwell, Barcelona maybe, if I'm right in thinking. Again, looks decent. And under 18s we've got a few players there as well, including Schneider, who still has a bit of development to do. We've got Johnny Heitinga, Everton player of course, looks decent, and Nigel de Jong, remembered for his Kung Fu kick on Iniesta of course. That hasn't happened yet, just in case anyone's questioning that. But we'll get pitch side now. We'll go and take on Ajax. Hopefully we can come out with a result. With the wins, we both won our first game. Ajax absolutely decimated the Hungarian side. Ferencváros. I pronounced that wrong, I do apologise. But we'll get pitch side in the Amsterdam Arena right now. We're back. Two changes from the side that played Celtic at the weekend. We've got Shot Arveladze and Christian Nerlinger both returning, just a bit of rotation, nothing more than that. A couple of players that I trust to come in. Ronald de Boer got the nod against Celtic over Arveladze, just as a fitness thing more than anything else. Torrey Andrew Flo does say he's pleased to be back in the team. Purely and simple, he is not fit enough to play this game, but you're allowed 12 subs in the UEFA Cup, and we're not allowed that in the league, so there's basically a spare slot. We're only got 11 subs because of the unregistered thingy, because we don't have enough homegrown talent, which is something that we do need to work on. But it just means that there was a space on the bench to just throw him in while he was orange injury, essentially. So I thought, why not? So the team that we have gone with is Klos, Eriksen, Amaruso, West and Newman. Ferguson and Nerlinger in the sort of holding roles. Arveladze in the 10 with Robin and Lovenkrands on either wing. Michael Moles up top. They look good. They do look good, that Ajax side. They really do. We're going to go with the good luck out there and pump some fests in a hope that it just, gets a bit of a reaction. Ajax here, I don't really know a huge amount what to expect. I think in real life this season we probably got to about the quarterfinal. I seem to think we got to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Cup, and it was two dodgy free kicks scored by Pierre van Hooijdonk of Feyenoord that took us out. But we've not started well here. Amaruso with the free kicks, decent ball in. Nobody ran to meet it though in a blue shirt. Barry Ferguson, that's a great challenge from Barry. Picks it up, back to Eriksen. Iron Robin. It's poor from the Dutchman. Decent block from Nerlinger, but it falls again to an Ajax shirt. Great challenge from Nerlinger, but again just falling to Ajax shirts all over the shop. Mido puts it over the Mexican international. It's quite a defensive formation from them actually, that 4-5-1. Whipped in towards Taribo West, doesn't get there. Nerlinger, Robin. Back to the German, Taribo West. Arthur Newman, Nerlinger. Taribo West, no chances. Back to Stefan Klos. Amaruso. Barry Ferguson. Cheeky back heel to Eriksen. Amaruso over the top. Barry Ferguson's made a decent run. It finds Michael Moles. Close from Moles, close. Taribo West getting that one away. Lovenkrands flicks on. Moles comes out on top. He's got it all to do himself. Deflects wide, and he got a goal kick for it. And it literally, I read the commentary. Deflected wide. Come on, boys. Bit more. Just to demand more here. We do still have Canija, who are thrust on the bench. you know, and players like that. It's not been the best half. I'm going to go with not happy with the performance. Because I'm genuinely not. You know, we've only had a couple of decent opportunities and we've not hit the target. Whereas they've had a number of shots now and they are hitting the target with them. We will make our first changes now. We're going to bring on Claudio Caniggia for 11 crowns. And that's all I'm doing just now. Caniggia for 11 crowns. I am looking at those yellows though with a bit of concern as well. We will bring on Reina for Nerlinger and we're going to bring on Stephen Hughes for Barry Ferguson. Just because I don't want to bring off Barry Ferguson, I think he's playing quite well, but yellow card concerns me. Robin sets his countryman Moles through, and Michael Moles has gone for, oh, it says great save, I didn't see a save there. I thought that was a chip. Robin apparently not having the best of games. So we are going to bring off Robin and Aberlazi, who's knackered, and we're kind of restricted here in bringing on Chris Burke, who is nowhere near ready, but he did set Moles through there. That assist would have been quite good. But a point away at Ajax wouldn't be a bad result here if we can hold on. Bit of lag there. Della Pena whips in. Reina away. Whip back in. That dangerous Burke away. Moles thought he came away with it but didn't. It's offside. Couldn't keep up there. Moles didn't have to win us a throw in far up in the Ajax half. Is this just one of those end of game highlights, or can we create something? Taribo West. Gonna launch it. Moles. It's down. Ronald De Boer. It's tame. It's tame from De Boer. Rick's in. Oh no. Oh no. Taribo West is equal to it. It's one of them, when you've got the ball, don't be an end of game highlight. When you've not got the ball, please be an end of game highlight. That is going to end 0-0 though. Robin having his worst game for Rangers so far since signing, which is a bit of a shame. Because he's been so good. So I'm probably just going to give him a warning for this one. Or do I take a week? I think I'm going to take a week's wages. Unlucky. You know, I'm fairly content with that. 4 points is decent. I kind of feel like take a half week's wage and we'll skip ahead. Yeah, he's accepted that. That's all good. So we will be back. I think we're going to jump to the second leg against, or the second game against Ferencváros. No, we're not, because I can't pronounce it. We'll come back for Celta Vigo away, is where we're going to come back for. We'll have a better idea how the group's looking by then. We can then decide if the Ajax game needs to be recorded. I want to have a bit of balance in terms of trying to show as many teams as possible. Celta Vigo are full team, Ferencváros are not. Yeah, as you see, full team. So we'll go through that next time. So that's our next game, is going to be Celta Vigo. You know, it gives us about a month's break. So thanks very much for tuning in, guys. I will hopefully catch you all on Wednesday for that game. Thanks so much for tuning in for this one. Much love and bye for now.